Well, hello again. Long time no see. How's it going? We're going to look at Luke 17, 11 through 19. Let's look at Luke 17, 11 through 19. Now, on his way to Jerusalem, Jesus traveled along the border between Samaria and Galilee. As he was going into a village, 10 men who had leprosy met him. They stood at a distance and called out in a loud voice, "Jesus, Master, have pity on us." When he saw them, he said, "Go show yourselves to the priests." And as they went, they were cleansed. One of them, when he saw he was healed, came back praising God in a loud voice. He threw himself at Jesus' feet and thanked him, and he was a Samaritan. Jesus asked, "Were not all 10 cleansed? Where are the other 9? Was no one found to return and give praise to God except this foreigner?" Then he said to him, "Rise and go. Your faith has made you well." So to make a long story short, 10 lepers got healed by Jesus, but only one of those lepers went back to thank Jesus after he was healed. This is what Jesus said to that one leper that went back to thank Jesus. "Rise and go. Your faith has made you well." Jesus told that leper, or that ex-leper, that he had real faith. That ex-leper had real faith because he took the time to thank Jesus for what Jesus did in his life. And this leper, or ex-leper, I should say, was very appreciative because this ex-leper was a Samaritan. And Samaritans didn't usually interact with Jews. So this was a rare occurrence that a Jew would heal a Samaritan, let alone talk to a Samaritan. We show real faith when we take the time to go out of our way and thank Jesus for everything he blesses us with. Because Jesus is constantly working in us, and Jesus is constantly doing awesome things in our lives. Jesus is constantly blessing us with a lot of great resources. And do we take the time to thank Jesus for everything he does for us? Because the more we thank Jesus, the more we realize that we rely on Jesus. And the more we rely on Jesus, the more we realize that Jesus is all that matters. At our church, we take communion every week, and I know some other places take it once a quarter, and I know some other places take it once a month. And I'm not here to argue whether one particular way is better than another, but I will say there's something powerful about taking communion every week. Because every week, you're reminded that the body and blood does something awesome in your life. And the more you're reminded that the body and blood of Jesus does something awesome in your life, the more you thank Jesus for working in your life. And the more you thank Jesus for working in your life because of his body and blood, the more you want to rely on Jesus. Show real faith. Constantly thank Jesus for what he does in your life. Because the more you thank Jesus, the more you rely on Jesus. Have a good day.